Hey everyone, Joe here. Welcome to Genderqueerchat. This week's topic is surgeries, whether or not you have them or you want them, or what you've had and what you want, if you want anything at all. So, I have had one surgery in my entire life, and it was kind of gender related. I had a tubal ligation when I was 26, so I had my tubes tied. I didn't want children. AKA, I didn't want to be a mother, AKA, I didn't want to push a watermelon out of my vagina. That was kind of, I was quite young, 26 is young. I had started asking when I was 22, but they don't take you seriously when you're that young. They always say, well, what if you change your mind? To which I say, well, what if I have a baby and I change my mind and I don't want to be a mother? Then it's too late. You know, isn't it better that you change your mind when you decide not to have children than you change your mind when you do decide to have them? Like, give me a break. But then there's common, or, what's that called? Conventional wisdom would say, well, you'll always love your child. Say that to the, the crazy women who suffer from postpartum depression and drown their children or kill their children or whatever. So I've been taking my steroidal puffer for my asthma, and it's making me lose my voice. I hate it. I feel like my voice is really shaky. Okay, so that was the only surgery I've ever had. Some years later, I went back to my doctor. My gyno, which again, I hate saying that because only women have gyno and I don't feel like a woman, but whatever. He deals with that part of my anatomy. Anyway, I was asking him for alternatives to menstruation because I hate my period more than anything. So many, many years ago, he put me on Depo-Provera, which is the injection. It is a hormone. It's progestin, synthetic hormone anyway. And it pretty much stops your period, but there are so many side effects. You gain a lot of weight, which I did. Your sex drive is dead, which mine was killed dead. There's some rashes and sometimes hair grows in funny places. It's quite intense. It's very hard on the body. And they recommend that you don't take it for longer than 5 years. I think I was 4.5 years when I kind of took myself off of it. Because it's a known cause of osteoporosis. And I have osteoporosis in my family. So I was a little bit worried about that, but not worried enough to not do it because I desperately did not want a period. I was willing to risk osteoporosis in the name of not having a period. After that, I started getting a period again. I talked to my doctor about alternatives to menstruation, and he told me I had several options. One was a hysterectomy. Another one was something called an ablation, where they actually remove the lining of your uterus. Which is a surgical procedure. It's also a birth control method. Now, since I've had my tubes tied, it doesn't really matter, but a lot of women who bleed heavily get this done. I don't bleed terribly heavily, but it would be nice to just not bleed at all. So hysterectomy, ablation, both of those are surgical procedures. The other option was just to go on the pill, or the Seasonal pill, which is 3 packs back to back. It's again, female hormone, estrogen and progestin, which is interesting because for a non-gendered person, I do take female hormones solely for the purposes of menstruation elimination or reduction. So I've been on Seasonal for many, many years. I get a period once every 3 to 4 months. Sometimes I just keep taking the pill, like even I finish one pack and I start in on the next pack. And I did that last month, actually. And I started to feel really gross. I felt like I really, really, really was bloated beyond words. None of my pants fit me. Now, it was the Christmas season, too, and I was staying in a lot and eating a lot of junk food. So I was thinking, I'm gaining weight. But as soon as I took a week off, that pill, I kind of deflated quite a bit. So, I mean, hormones do affect your body a lot, and I don't care for that. I wish I didn't have to take a hormone. I really wish I didn't. I worry a little bit because when I was 22 and went on the pill, I remember suffering from some mood swings, severe mood swings, and I didn't like that at all. Then, I'm 38, so in the 16 years I've been on the pill, more or less. There were some times in my life when I went off of it, but more or less I've been on it for the purposes of menstruation elimination. Yeah, I found like my mood is pretty stable, and I wonder if that's hormonal. Like, I wonder if I wasn't on the pill, would my mood be as stable? I don't know. I just kind of take it out of habit, maybe. My other options are surgical, and I don't know that I really want to go to that extent. I mean, my doctor did offer me a hysterectomy or an ablation if I wanted them, solely as, like, elective surgeries. And in Ontario, of course, they're paid for by our free healthcare. Free, well, it's taxpayer paid for, but we have OHIP, which is Ontario Health Insurance Plan. So I am considering it. I don't particularly want to go under the knife. If I do go under the knife, it would be to get a breast reduction. Oh, I'm in a parking lot once again. Actually, this is a very pretty. It snowed. It's beautiful outside. It snowed a lot. I was snowed in yesterday, but I'm at a beautiful park with a waterfall, and it's a beautiful sunny day. So yeah, the other surgery I've been considering is a breast reduction. Now I am probably 50 pounds overweight by the BMI scale, so maybe not 50. Yeah, maybe 40 or 50 pounds. It could be argued that if I lost weight, my boobs would go down. I don't even know exactly under what circumstances they do breast reductions on overweight women. So I asked my doctor one time. He said, oh yeah, if you want a referral, just let me know. And the only thing holding me back is that I live alone in a very isolated area. Like I don't have anybody to take care of me. I don't have anybody to, cook for me. If I'm bedridden, if I'm out of surgery and I'm bedridden, I really don't want to be alone through that. So that's sort of the only thing holding me back from those two surgeries is just I've only ever had the one surgery, the tubal. It was general anesthetic. I was cut open. Both, there was one it was laparoscopic, so it was in my belly button, and then one on the pubic bone. I had scarring. It was very traumatic. I didn't care for it at all. I was very sick afterwards. I was really bedridden for several days. I know most people say after a tubal ligation, they're up walking around the next day. Yeah, whatever. I wasn't one of them. I was bedridden for days. Surgery is very hard on me. Maybe I'm a wuss. I don't know. I don't like pain. Painkillers tend to really dope me up. But yeah, surgery, it's funny that the things that I want really are quite gender related insofar as, get rid of the breasts and get rid of the period, which are two very, very womanly things. I'll never understand women who say they like their period. I'll never, ever, ever, so long as I live, understand that concept. I guess if I could possibly stretch my mind, when I was on the seasonal for 4 months there instead of 3, and I was really bloated, when I went off of it and got a period and debloated or whatever the word is, it felt good. It felt like I really did feel a shift in my body. And I can understand, I think a lot of women, when they get their period, they feel better afterwards. But still, it's a hell of a fucking price to pay for feeling better. If I didn't get a period at all, or if I didn't have fluctuations in my hormones, I guess that's what I think it is. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't, I wish I had been born without these problems. A period and breasts being a problem. I wish I had been born without them. The fact that I have them and I have to surgically alter them if I want to alter them at all, I do find upsetting, annoying, frustrating. I am very blessed at this time in my life because I have a job that would pay me sick time. Like I could take days off work and still get paid. I live in a province where the surgery is paid for, so none of this would cost me a penny. I don't even know what I'm waiting for, actually. I guess the part of it is they'll probably tell me to lose weight before they give me a breast reduction. And I don't believe in dieting. That's a whole other ball of wax. I'm a bit of a fat activist. And the other one is for getting rid of a period, menstruation cessation. I think I would have to it would be a major surgery, and I'd really have to gear up for it. So that's my 2 cents on the topic of surgeries. Have a good week. Oh yeah, and I got my hair cut. I'm not sure what I think of it yet. It's cute. I prefer layers. I just don't do my hair, so I don't know. Still dealing with it. Take it easy.